Hey, Mr. Obvious, what you doing?
Oh, just cleaning my 45 today.
Why are you carrying a 45?
It don't make a 46.
But what if they do?
But they don't.
But what if they do?
But they don't.
You sure about that? Groovy. Last Minute Man, and we are back on the range. I'm with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about today?
Oh, it is obvious that we may just be talking about the world's most powerful semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly. It's up there. It's the according to the stuff you read and on the Google there. This is up there. If not the most powerful, it's close. And thanks to Loose Balls, one of our viewers who brought this up to me. I was looking at getting a bear gun and a semi-auto, and he basically told me, throw those 10 mils away, son, and get you a 460 Rowland. So yep. I'm excited to shoot this thing, and we're going to go out here today and shoot a meat target with it, with these hard cast Underwood bullets that are claiming some pretty wild numbers. And we're going to shoot through the chronograph. We're also going to shoot these hollow points out of water jug and kind of see what it does comparatively to the 45 ACP. And we're also going to shoot my trusty Ruger 44 Magnum here with some hollow point hand loads and some of these HSM bear loads. And we'll kind of do a comparison on the meat target and kind of see what's going on. I'm really excited. Mr. Obvious, anything you want to add before we get to shooting?
Nope, just the jugs we're using is not your normal little cheap white, clear, thin jugs. So they're pretty tough jugs.
Oh man, we got some of them Kentucky jugs.
Yeah, they hold together pretty good. So we're going to see how they explode.
See what they do. But yeah, all right. Without any further ado, let's get to some shooting. All right, folks. So here we go. We got Mr. Obvious Kimber Classic here, and we are shooting just PMC Bronze 185 grain hollow point. So I'm going to shoot this with the chronograph. We're going to shoot that water jug and see what she does. Okay, we ready?
Rolling.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we do here.
All right, looks like you couldn't have got much dead center in that.
Yeah, it actually did hit perfect. Of course, I'm shooting from 10 feet. But that was just a standard 45 ACP into some of this tough Kentucky plastic.
Yeah, that's thick.
But you see the entrance, you see the exit, which is funny. It just knocked that hole right out.
Yeah.
But tore that in two. I mean, that's just a standard 45. And that was, 824 feet per second?
Yeah.
So these Rowlands are supposed to smoke. We're going to let the big guy over here shoot those and see how that works for you. Stick around. All right, Mr. Obvious, he's got the Rowland. And right here, this is a 185 grain 460 Rowland, and that's Underwood ammo. And we're going to launch her through that Kimber there into the water jug and see how she does. All right, Mr. Obvious is down there with the 460. Let's see how she does here, Mr. Obvious.
All right. See how she does. You ready?
I'm ready. Oh! Holy shnikes, Batman. Oh no! It said error 2.
Yeah.
Well, and it was just devastation. We got a piece of our friend over here. We got a piece back there. And there's the rest of him. Well, I don't know, Mr. Obvious. What do you think?
Well, over half the jug is gone.
Yeah.
So That's a lot of power.
That is a lot of power. Let's get back here with a 44 Magnum, some of my hand loads with a hollow point, and see if we can get similar results, and hopefully we can actually get the speed on that one.
All right.
All right. Mr. Revolver Man over here is going to shoot my hand loads, and this is a 240 grain Hornady XTP loaded with Magnum 110 powder, and it is a pretty stout load. But we're going to shoot this with the chronograph and see how she does. All right, Mr. Obvious, go ahead and hit that water bottle with that 44, and let's see how she does. I'm ready. Yikes! Holy smokes! Error 3 this time. My God, man. So we're not getting any data. All right. Now, unfortunately, we got another error on the chronograph. We're going to have to move that thing into the shade and see if we can't get some data with it when we shoot the meat target here. But look at our victim.
Yeah. Looks like we got another dead center shot.
Yeah.
But it didn't blow it apart like the Rowland, but it done a pretty good number.
We're just going to try to get data here. We took the shades off. We'll see if this fixes it. We ready?
Ready.
That's right. 1,459 feet per second.
Wow. Now that's smoking.
Okay, so we're down here at our meat target, and we're going to be using these Underwood 255 grain bear loads that are for the 460 Rowland, and then we're going to shoot some of those HSM bear loads out of the 44 mag. But not to steal from Paul Harrell here, he's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he does a meat target with a patented bullet stop in the back, so we can't use it. But what we are going to do today is take 3 pieces of cowhide leather, and we're going to wrap it around this salt-cured ham, and we're going to shoot into this water jug. And I highly doubt we'll catch the bullet, but it'll be interesting to see anyway, and check out the penetration of this Underwood. Stick with us. So, here we go. Let's hope this chronograph doesn't take a crap on us here. Okay, here we go. (1,300 feet per second, just as advertised. So let's get down here and look at this meat target.
Sweet. Skip the chronograph reading. And
so here we are at the meat target. And the first thing I want to show you is the pressures of this round. That is pancake that flat on that primer. So these are hot. These are very hot. But let's look here at our meat target. Now this is a salt cured ham. I wasn't expecting explosive results, but it looks like we blew right through that. I hit right at the bottom. So I should have. No, it looks like I probably missed the bone. But we've got all 3 layers of the leather are penetrated, obviously. Okay. Went through there, hit this at the bottom. Okay. And blew out the back. So what did that tell us exactly? I don't know. I guess it can penetrate 3 layers of leather and a salt cured ham and a water jug. So we're going to go out here with the 44 mag, see if we might get a little more explosive result. But I'm going to tell Mr. Obvious to try to hit that bone there, and it should give us a pretty good show. Okay, Mr. Obvious, what are we shooting here?
oh, HSM bear load.
305 grain, and we are shooting the same meat target. And Mr. Obvious is going to try to hit that bone there, give us a little more of an explosive result. But we'll get the chronograph going and kind of see our difference. But as close to apples to a bear load that I would carry that we can get. This is a heavier bullet. But let's get down here, shoot, and see how she does. Okay, Mr. Obvious. We got the chronograph up. Let's see if you can exceed 1,300 feet per second. Well, it's a heavier bullet too, but...
Yeah. Ready?
I'm ready.
All righty.
Bullseye! That is 1,245 feet per second. Just so you can see there, 1245. Okay, Mr. Obvious. Sadly, we were both trying to hit the bone, and neither one of us did. What did we get here?
Yeah, well, we shot high, so we done the same thing.
I shot low, he shot high.
Yeah, so we not got a good hit.
Yeah. Well, let's do one more. You want to do one more?
Yeah, we can do one more. We can set this up.
All right, Mr. Obvious. We're going back with the Rowland. He's wanting to shoot the hollow point. So,
these other bullets is just making big old holes straight.
Which is what you want with a bear, but we're wanting to make a mess.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see what a hollow point does.
All right, let's see what she does. Booyah! All right, Mr. Obvious, we hit it and it did not exit. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Well, I'd like to hit a little more bone today, but we're going to report a sweet shooting gun. That thing's powerhouse now. I tell you, the speed it's producing.
It really is. It is a very powerful cartridge. And I gotta say, I'm gonna have to dry my eyes here a little bit because Clark's Guns. You guys took my two favorite things in the world, a 44 Magnum and a 1911, and somehow combined them.
Mm-hmm.
So we are getting the numbers that other people claim they're getting. This Underwood ammo, the 255 grain, actually tells you on the box that's getting 1,300 feet per second, which is exactly what we got.
Exactly.
And the hollow point says 1,575 feet per second. So yeah, this Kimber here actually shot great. I watched a video with Mr. Rowland actually talking about the firearm, and he said he developed it with Clark's Guns, and they actually developed it in a Kimber, very similar to this one. And he said it shot great. He'd had thousands of rounds through it. I can tell you, I am very, very, very pleased with this. When you order the kit, they tell you it's pretty much drop in, and I can vouch for that. It did just drop into this firearm. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you, anytime you buy a 1911, things that I check, how much give or wobble do you have? Of course, that's your slide to frame fit, but the hood lock up on the barrel to hood lock up here. There's no movement in this. Mm-hmm. I mean, Mr. Obvious, you feel? There is absolutely no movement in this. No. And Kimber does a good job with that. But to have a barrel just drop in and fit like that, and I mean, it's just like your Kimber here. Yeah. Very, very tight lockup. So, excellent job, Clark's Guns. They also tell you, if you get this and it doesn't fit, if there's anything wrong, they say send it into them. They will hand fit it and only charge you the shipping. That's pretty neat that they do that. Now, there are other companies out there that manufacture these kits. You can get them for a Glock. There's actually the namesake 460 Rowland.com, I believe. And, they're making them for all kinds of different firearms. Polymer pistols mostly. They're making them for SIGs and all that. But I'm a 1911 fanatic, and this happened to be something that just tickled me pink. Mm. Again, thanks to our viewer for telling us about this. I can't be happier with its performance out here today. Now, I want to discuss reliability. You'll hear folks say you got to have a aftermarket magazine with a heavier spring to get these to work. I'm shooting Wilson Combat Mags here, okay? Not had a malfunction. Now, I've only shot about 10 rounds through it so far, so it's not like I've gone out here and done real reliability tests with it yet. But so far so good. It hasn't had one hiccup, one malfunction. It's feeding ammo reliably. So I know Clark's Guns pretty much told me factory 1911 works just fine. Yeah. They also tell you at Clark's Custom Guns different firearms that are more suitable for this kit, different types of 1911s, and they do state on their website specifically not to use 1911s that were built in the Philippines, which is kind of upsetting, because I actually sent them an email and asked them about a particular manufacturer, because I wanted to build one kind of just to take when I do go on trips out west. Just not my favorite Kimber, but I wanted to build another one that was a little cheaper, I guess is what you'd say, a little more budget friendly. And they said, do not do that. You cannot do that. They said that particular firearm has a mild steel frame, and it will have a malfunction. So if you have any questions about which 1911 can handle this or not, they're very helpful there. They answered every question I had. They send reloading data with the firearm. Now let's talk about the bullets. You can look here in the picture I have. The 460 Rowland is just a little bit longer, the case length, than the regular 45 ACP. However, the overall length of the cartridge is the same. And they do that so you don't accidentally load one of these 460 Rowlands into a 45, into a regular 45. So something to consider. And these are a 45 diameter, even though, despite what we said at the beginning, calling it a 46, we just kind of being funny. But yeah, it is a 451 or 452 diameter. So anything you want to add, Mr. Roberts? What do you like, don't like? Tell me.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the gun is a pleasure to shoot. That muzzle brake, that thing just like shooting a standard 45. I mean, it don't have a lot of recoil. It's just smooth and it's just right there.
No.
You got quick follow-up shots with it. You got a powerhouse. I mean, that and them bullets, I mean, get serious penetration. I wish we could have just hit the bone with, with the bare bullets, but we didn't. We'll do maybe another day. Weather breaks and warms up, and we'll get out.
I'll tell you this: if we'd have been trying to miss the bone, we'd have hit it every time.
Then with a hollow point, I hit the bone, and I wasn't wanting to. And,
and then okay. Well, there you go. But now let's talk 44 Magnum. 44 Magnum's always going to hold a special place in my heart, and honestly, in my opinion, this is just, and if anybody's got any more data on this, let me know. And I think the viewer that told me about this, Mr. Looseballs, stated that when you get into these 305 grain bullets and up on a 44 Magnum, that's where it starts to outshine the 460 Rowland. And based on what we saw here, you're getting 1,272 feet per second, I believe is what we got. But I'll flash up on the screen if I'm wrong. But that's with the 305 grain bullet versus the 255 grain Rowland. Now that being said, recoil is a factor in that. I mean, it does. It recoils. I wouldn't call it painful out of this particular firearm. Out of a 329 PD, which is what I typically carry, I wouldn't call it painful out of that, but it's very snappy. I mean, you are off the target when you shoot. This, I can rapid fire, I think. And we're going to work out some hand loads that don't cost me $2 a shot. And we'll do some reliability testing with that and kind of see how we do. But overall, man, I'm telling you, I think this is my new baby here.
That's a powerhouse, I tell you.
There's a lot of people that carry a 10 millimeter, and I'm not saying the 10 millimeter isn't viable. It's very viable. I understand why people like it. But if you think that recoils too hard, you're really not going to like this. I've been watching things, and guys will, oh man, it just kicks too hard. It really doesn't. I mean, a 10 millimeter is very easy to wield, in my opinion. So I could see it being beneficial for some people to carry that. This is not difficult at all. I mean, practice with it, practice with anything, and we'll see how I do rapid firing. I know with a regular 45 ACP, I can lay them in there. But with this, we'll see how we do.
Yeah.
But
and the weight of it's not that bad.
Oh, no. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because these are both, as you can see, these are both Kimbers. They're both stainless steel models, and when we weighed them both, and we'll show you up on the screen there, with a full mag, you're looking at about 4 ounces difference.
Yep, muzzle brake weight difference, basically.
That's basically all you're getting in weight difference. And, I mean, ounces do equal pounds. It does add up. I mean, you're talking about something that's close to 3 pounds here loaded. But that's that way if you carry a 1911 like I do. I carry one quite a bit. You're used to that. This does have a little bit more muzzle weight, but I wouldn't say it's anything that noticeable. If anything, it's going to help you with your manage your recoil.
Yeah, it just don't feel that bad to me. Of course, I'm used to longer barrel guns anyway. That's what I like. So that little bit doesn't bother me. I mean, this thing here is just sweet. I mean, it even looks good on there. I mean,
it does look pretty menacing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks good. I mean, they've done a fine job. They flatten the sides to I mean, it matches this gun. I mean, it's almost perfect. If you mic that with mics, I mean, you wouldn't find a thousandths or two difference in the width. It's just, yeah.
Well, like I said, they developed this actually in a Kimber, so that was actually their development gun. Boy, there's just not enough good to say. My initial impressions of it, what a powerhouse, This may be my permanent carry piece in the wintertime anyway. In the summer, I like to carry a little snub-nosed revolver or something. They're easier to conceal. But not that this is bad to conceal. I carry these when I wear my vest. I carry a 1911, especially with this new shoulder holster Mr. Obvious got me.
Yeah.
So you can carry in this, and it's nice and concealed. Feels comfortable. There you go. So you can present anytime it's needed. But I just love this thing. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know if there's something you'd like to see with this. We might off sandbags do 100-yard shots here, like I said, when we get some of our hand loads worked up, and kind of see what we can do. Is there anything you want to add, Mr. Obvious? Anything I missed?
No. We might get a good meat target one of these days and see if we can get some better stuff.
That was a leftover salt cured ham.
Yeah. It aged out on us. It's starting to dry up. So
yeah, we soaked it in water to kind of try to rehydrate it, but it doesn't look like it did.
Made a mess.
It's mummified.
Yeah.
But anyway, with that, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man.